At the edge of the Arctic Circle lies an island where glaciers and geothermal heat coexist, where volcanoes answer the northern lights, and where desolation and vitality intertwine. This is Iceland, a sanctuary for explorers, the very breath of the earth, a saga carved in fire and ice. What breathtaking geological wonders and Norse legends has this land of fire and ice, adrift in the North Atlantic, given birth to? Let us begin a journey where auroras dance with lava and listen to the heartbeat of this living epic. Iceland sits in the middle of the North Atlantic, bordered by the Greenland Sea to the north, the Norwegian Sea to the east, and the Denmark Strait to the west, across from Greenland. It lies directly atop the boundary of the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates, making it one of the most geologically active islands in the world. Covering about 103,000 square kilometers, it is Europe's second largest island and the 18th largest in the world. The climate is subarctic oceanic. Winters are cold, summers are cool, and from fall through winter, the aurora borealis spreads across the night sky like green fire. Volcanoes, glaciers, rivers, and geysers shape Iceland's ever-dramatic landscape. Iceland's history began in the 9th century, when Norse settlers arrived on its barren shores. They survived, thrived, and eventually established the Alþingi, the world's oldest parliament, planting the seed of democracy in the Arctic. After centuries under Norwegian and later Danish rule, Iceland declared itself a republic in 1944. Today, it is the least densely populated country in Europe with about 390,000 people. Yet it is renowned worldwide for its high standard of living, excellent education, and nearly complete reliance on renewable energy. With a per capita GDP of over $80,000, Iceland consistently ranks among the world's most prosperous nations. Its economy may be modest in size, but it is uniquely shaped by nature's gifts, a fishing industry that exports cod, haddock, and herring across the globe, vast geothermal and hydropower resources that enable almost carbon-free electricity, and a growing tourism industry that draws travelers eager to witness the northern lights, volcanoes, waterfalls, and glaciers. Now let's set out along the ring road and collect the secrets of fire and ice, one stop at a time. Every Icelandic journey begins in Reykjavik, the northernmost capital in the world, home to around 140,000 residents, more than a third of the nation. Colorful rooftops and clean-lined Nordic architecture define its streets. Hallgrímskirkja rises like a frozen lava spire, surveying mountains and sea. Harpa Concert Hall sparkles in the glow of dawn and aurora alike, while Perlan, a cluster of former hot water tanks, has been transformed into a museum and observatory. Modern design and raw nature coexist here with ease. Not far from Reykjavik, the Reykjanes Peninsula reveals the young Fagradalsfjall volcano. Since 2021, it has erupted 3 years in a row, sending glowing rivers of lava across the land and igniting the night sky. Adventurers from around the world came to witness the rebirth of the Earth. Today, the cooled lava fields remain stark and otherworldly, and hiking among them, you can still sense the land's pulse beneath your feet. Just beyond lies the Blue Lagoon, Iceland's most famous geothermal spa, set in a vast field of black lava rock. Its mineral-rich waters glow a milky, dreamlike blue, steaming in every season, warm even in snowstorms. Many visitors stop here at the beginning or end of their journey, soaking under the aurora or amid falling snow. More than a spa, the Blue Lagoon is a symbol of Iceland's renewable energy, and for travelers, a sanctuary of healing. If the Blue Lagoon is the gentle face of geothermal power, the Golden Circle is its full spectacle. This 300-kilometer route links 3 iconic landmarks: Ingvellir National Park, the geysers of Hakadalur, and Gullfoss Waterfall. Here, Iceland's history and geology come alive together. Ingvellir National Park bears both cultural and geological weight. Over 900 years ago, Vikings gathered here to establish the Alþingi, one of the earliest democratic assemblies in the world. At the same time, The Rift Valley of Ingvellir marks the meeting of the North American and Eurasian plates. Walking among cliffs, lakes, and lava, you are literally standing between continents, straddling the breathing seams of the Earth. The geyser geothermal field gave the world the very word geyser. Though the Great Geyser itself is now dormant, Straka remains lively, erupting every few minutes. The surface bulges into a bright blue dome, then bursts skyward with boiling water and mist, an elemental performance of Earth's hidden power. Gullfoss, the Golden Falls, brings the circuit to a thunderous finale. The Hvida River plunges in two tiers into a deep canyon, sending spray that catches the sunlight and paints rainbows across the falls. In winter, ice clings to the edges, amplifying the raw force of the torrent. Here, the sheer power of Iceland's nature surrounds you in sound, sight, and spray. Heading along the south coast, two famous waterfalls appear in succession, Seljalandsfoss and Skogafoss. Seljalandsfoss drops like a shimmering curtain, and a path leads behind it, where you can watch sunsets, auroras, or starry skies through a veil of water. Skogafoss is broader, wilder, its mist often revealing a double rainbow. Local legend tells of a Viking treasure chest hidden behind the falls, luring dreamers to chase riches at the rainbow's end. Further east, the black sands of Vix Renistra Beach stretch along the Atlantic, austere and dramatic. Offshore, the Reynisdrangar sea stacks rise like sentinels, their jagged silhouettes said to be trolls turned to stone. Together, the dark sands, roaring waves, and northern lights create one of Iceland's most surreal coastlines. In the southeast, Vatnajökull National Park unfolds, covering nearly 14% of Iceland. Its crown is the massive Vatnajökull Glacier, draped over active volcanoes and vast wilderness. Glacial rivers carve waterfalls, tongues of ice, and lagoons across the land. In winter, the mysterious blue ice caves open, translucent tunnels glowing with an otherworldly light, as if leading to the heart of the earth. Nearby lies Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon, where centuries-old icebergs drift and slowly melt, breaking apart and washing on a diamond beach. There, glittering shards scatter across black volcanic sand, sparkling like gems beneath the northern sky. This is perhaps the clearest dialogue between fire and ice that Iceland offers. Traveling east, the dramatic profile of Vestrahorn, or Batman Mountain, rises from the coast. At 454 meters, its sharp ridges pierce the sky, their silhouettes at sunset resembling outstretched wings. At low tide, pools on the black sand reflect the mountains in perfect symmetry. It is a dreamscape for photographers, one of the most iconic views in Iceland. Beyond lies the Eastfjords, Iceland's quiet, often overlooked frontier. Winding roads hug the fjords beneath snow-capped peaks, passing herds of reindeer and tiny fishing villages painted in bright colors. Here, solitude and scenery reward the patient traveler. Turning north into the interior, the thundering Dettifoss awaits, Europe's most powerful waterfall. Meltwater from Vatnajökull crashes into a canyon with an earth-shaking roar, filling the air with mist. Standing on the edge, you feel Iceland's untamed force reverberate through stone and bone alike. From Dettifoss, the road west leads to Mývatn and Húsavík. Mývatn, born from a massive eruption 2,300 years ago, is a wonderland of volcanic and geothermal features. Pseudocraters, lava labyrinths, steaming vents, and bubbling mud pools make the landscape feel otherworldly. Nearby, Húsavík has earned its title as Iceland's whale-watching capital. In summer, humpback and blue whales surface close to shore, their tails slicing the icy water, a once-in-a-lifetime encounter. Further west lies Akureyri, Iceland's capital of the north. Nestled between mountains and sea, it blooms with flowers in summer and becomes a snowy fairy tale in winter. Churches, cafes, and hot springs here offer warmth and charm after days of wilderness. If time allows, the Snæfellsnes Peninsula, often called Iceland in miniature, is a fitting finale. Glaciers, volcanoes, black beaches, sea arches, and old fishing villages are all found here. Kirkjufell, the elegant church mountain, often appears in photographs beneath the northern lights. At the peninsula's tip rises Snæfellsjökull, the glacier-capped volcano immortalized in Jules Verne's journey to the center of the Earth. Still cloaked in ice, it remains a symbol of Iceland's mystery and allure. From north to south, from volcanoes to glaciers, from geysers to auroras, Iceland's ring road unfolds like an unfinished poem. By the time you return to Reykjavik, the northern lights may already be dancing above, the cold wind brushing your face, the warmth of hidden magma pulsing beneath your feet. And you will leave knowing that Iceland offers more than natural wonders. It teaches us humility, awe, and the courage to converse with nature at its most extreme.